So next is hierarchical inheritance, and this inheritance one class serves as a superclass. I guess it's A. Yes, as you can see, it's A for the more than one subclasses B, C, D. So in this example, I just will copy it and paste it in my text editor. So class A with value is with printing class A, class B also class printing class B, and A, C, and D, such as with printing class B and class C and D. So also B is extended by A, C extended by A, D extended by A, because these classes is just subclasses. A is superclass or parent class. So this would be not test or main. So yes, here we just printing these classes AB, AB, AC, AG. So first is multiple inheritance through interface. In multiple inheritance, one class can have more than one superclass and inherit features from all parent subclasses. And please note that Java does not support multiple inheritance with classes. In Java, we can achieve multiple inheritance only through interfaces. In the image below, class C is derived from interface A and B. And there is example. Yes, there is also interface 1, interface 2, interface 3, extended by 1 and 2. And we just also call it subclass child, implements from 3 with printing gigs, with name print gig, and we just have print 4, just printing 4. So we just call it child class with name it by C and just printing these methods 3 times. So C equal to print gig, that means will be gigs, because gigs is in print gig, and print 4 in print 4 will have 4, and in last C print gig also will be gig. Yes, as you can see, gigs, 4 gigs. Last is hybrid inheritance. It's a mix of 2 or more of the above types of inheritance. So to understand, as you can see, this every classes in Java bounded. Yes, and it's important to note that hybrid inheritance does not necessarily require the use of multiple inheritances exclusively. It can be achieved through a combination of multi-level inheritance and hierarchical inheritance with classes, hierarchical and single inheritance with classes. Therefore, it's indeed possible to implement hybrid inheritance using classes alone without relying on multiple inheritance type. So Java is a type of relationship. Is a way of saying the object is a type of that object. Let us see how the extend keyword is used to achieve inheritance. As you can see, public class solar system. In this public class solar system, we have Earth, Mars, Moon, because Earth, Mars, Moon extends by solar system, but Moon is extended by Earth. Yes. Yes, this is end of our section about inheritance in Java. So let's move on and discuss about overriding in Java. In Java, overriding is a feature that allows a subclass or child class to provide a specific implementation of a method that is already provided by one of its superclasses or parent classes. When a method in subclass has the same name, the same parameters, or a signature and the same return type or subtype as a method is in its superclass, then the method in the subclass is said to override the method in the superclass. Yes, as you can see, animal is superclass, dog is subclass. So let me just show you example of method overriding in Java. So we have parent class or base class that shows us print parent show an inheritance class child extended by parent. This method overrides shows of parent child show, and if a parent type refers to a parent object, then parents show is called. As you can see, we just call it parent object, and if parent type reference refers to a child object, then child show is called. This is called runtime polymorphism, and the rest we just also again call it parent class but with child references. So let me just run it and check it. Yes, as you can see, in first we just call it object parent with name parent with, and second we just call it parent with name child, and because of that we have parent show and child shows. Yes, we also can, let me show, this series will be child, the answer will be the same, as you can see. Yes, so let's move on. Rules for Java method overriding. First is overriding and access modifiers. The access modifiers for an overriding method can allow more but not less access than the overriding methods. For example, a protected instance method in the superclass can be made public but not private in the subclass. Doing so will generate a compile time error. Let me just copy it, paste here, and run it. So print from parent M2, from child M2. Yeah, what from parent M2, from parent M2. Yes, from child M1, from child M2. We just, and here we just call it class parent with parent, and this answer will be from parents 2. Yes, because we call it M2 and parent and calling parent, but extended to child, and with M2 is from child M2, and the answer is obviously is from parent M2 from child M2. So the second rule is final methods cannot be overridden. Let me just copy it and run it. As you can see, there's an error because if you don't want a method to be overridden, we declare it as final. So a Java program to demonstrate that final methods cannot be overridden. As you can see, can't be overridden. Final void show, this will produce error. And there is error that name with text cannot override the final method from parent. So next rule is static methods cannot be overridden. Method overridden versus method hiding. So subclass instant method and subclass static method. So and differences that subclass instance method can override, and but subclass instant method versus the subclass static method generates a copular time error, and when subclass static method works with subclass instant method generates a compile time error, and when subclass static method meet subclass static method, it just hides. Yes, just copy it to check. Yeah, let's walk. This means that Java program to show that if the static method is redefined by a derived class and it's not overriding, it's hiding. Yes. So let me talk about method overloading versus method method overriding versus method overloading. First, overloading is about the same method having different signatures. Overriding is about the same method and the same signature but different classes connected through inheritance. And overloading is an example of compiler time polymorphism, and overwriting is an example of runtime polymorphism. Yes, this is end of our video of our lecture. So see you in next video, in next lecture.